Alright.
I have corn. Why would I want
guys.
anything?
Hello. Alright,
Oh.
Derek, there's the story you've been avoiding since
Oh, yeah, I
the
haven't
day you've
talked
been
about
born.
Yeah, no, not that long, but yeah, I had an interesting experience with the person I like, the girl I like. I should clarify, girl.
I should clarify, girl. I need to do that sometimes.
I always need to. I always feel compelled to do that because I feel like I never give off the impression that like I'm straight.
That's right.
I'm straight. I mean,
when was it? Me and Vinny recorded for the first time on Star Wars. He had to keep reminding the audience that he wasn't gay just because of all the things we said.
there's a lot of time. There's a lot of gay jokes I would love to make a lot of the time, but I don't because like I depending on who I'm around, I'm like they might not.
I honestly make them regardless. Like, there's like 3 fucks I really give at that point. I hate these fucking fireballs, honestly.
If like I don't want, well, yeah, I just don't want to give off the wrong impression, is all. Because like once I give it off the wrong impression, it can be difficult to restate the right, to re-give the right impression, I guess, or give it in the first place.
I hate these Sorry, I'm so distracted by these fireballs.
It'd be hard to correct. Anyways, yeah. So I was wiping my nose at the rehearsal today for cosplay chess. I was we were going over banter, and we were on the fake chessboard that we made,
right.
Life size. We used tape on a stage. We put tape down on a stage and made a chessboard. Anyways, I was standing in for some people who were at New York Comic Con because I guess that's a thing this weekend. And I was just like, I wasn't doing anything for a while, so like I was just like laying down on the stage, and the person I like was like standing like behind me, and like I was laying there for a while, and then like at one point she just like goes and like puts her like foot on my stomach, and like I look up and like we lock eyes.
What's the
and like
context of this? Is what I
she was like,
know.
I'm just laying there. She was like just for like pretending to step on me because like I had the
right.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I was open, I guess. I was wide open. I don't know.
I was.
To be fair, if someone's laying in front of you, don't you feel compelled to just like step on them sometimes, or be like,
no,
or like
Derek.
fake?
Those are urges most normal people have, Derek.
To fake step on them, like that's a thing friends do. You're like laying there, and you're like, ha, I'm gonna step on. I mean, I knew she was there. Like I saw her go to do it. It was just like,
Derek, are you okay, buddy?
Yeah.
I don't know if you know what true friendship is, but most friends don't step on each other.
You don't actually step on someone. You just pretend to. You put your foot on them, like, ha, I could step on you right now, because like I had my arms behind my head and like everything. It was like, oh, it was completely just open. I mean, it's like you're like you see your friend laying there in front of you, and you're just like, I could step on you right now, but I'm not gonna. But anyways, so she goes and does that, and like I look up, I look like her right in the eye, like we both like lock eyes, and I just say harder, and then in my head I immediately think to myself that may have sounded weird. I need to fix, or I need to add more to make this less weird. So I said, so the way it went was I was like, harder, kill me. There was like a brief space in between there, and to which she just kind of like laughed at it and like.
Look,
like,
Derek, all I'm saying is maybe she's into it too. Like
she said,
most normal people don't just walk up and step on people. I'm just saying.
She smirked and then like moved her foot back, and then like one of her friend or one of our friends came over then, and also like went to do like the same thing, and I looked at him and I'm like, please. And then he went to like do the same thing, and he's like, is this your fetish? And I'm like, I wish. I like hesitated for like half a second. I'm like, I wish. And then after
to say yes or not. Oh.
And then I was like, all right, at the same time now. And I looked at both of them like, wow. All right, now at the same time. And like they both just kind of like laughed and ended it there. Or I think the other one made a comment on like my I wish thing. It was like God, me too, or something like that.
Yeah, this is Keep it up, Derek. I was doing good, man. I was doing good. I was relying on your storytelling powers there.
This is the kind of relationship people in cosplay troop have with each other. Oh. Well, people, I'm learning that I've been learning this more and more this year. People will just go up to one another, do something to them based on whatever position or like state they were in, and they'll just go along. We just go along with it.
Thank you, Derek. Your story gave me the power to win that.
Yesterday at cosplay troop, there was one of my friends, like on 4 different occasions, just came up to me while I had my pink hoodie and just put his hands in my hoodie, like in the hoodie pocket.
That's like violating you. Why did you?
I was like, that? I didn't every the first time he did it, I just like looked at him. I was like, "What are you doing?" He's just like,
"What are you doing?"
He's like,
"Just what are you doing?"
And his response is just like, "I don't know." And he did it for a while. I'm like, "Could you not?" He's like, "All right." And he took his hands out, and then like later he did it like he did it like a couple of other times where like he came up to me. And I was like, he came up to me and like I saw what was coming out, and I immediately put my hands in my hoodie pocket. And I'm like, no,
you can't do that. That's
was the
my
point where like
place.
I had my hands in my hoodie pocket already, and he just like slowly like put his hands in my hoodie pocket as well. And like this is the thing that happens. I'm like, this is fine. This is true. This is what happens.
Hey there, fellas. Come to watch my little show, have you? They say juggling is a bit like parrying. Tough at first, but soon you can string them together swimmingly. I'm hoping to get 4 someday. 4 in a row, yeah, that would be something, wouldn't it? So, I don't know why I read it in his voice. It just felt appropriate.
I actually kind of like that these things happen with cosplay troop people, because it reminds me a lot of high school. Because this is what my high school was like. My high school was very physical. People touched each other all the time. Whether it be it like just like coming up and like putting their hand on your shoulder like when talking to you, or like you're laying down and they go to like step on you, or like this is I'm experienced with this. This has happened before.
I think I'm moving on to the 3rd section now. Must be.
Or like people putting their hands in my pocket.
Oh,
or
King
like
Dice. How'd I do, buddy? Looks like I might have underestimated you, Cupface. You gave it to them depthers, but good. Go on over to the next island. Lots of fun times waiting for you there. Ha ha ha.
Touching in general.
What?
I'm just saying. I'm saying what I'm describing what my high school was like.
Oh, I think you got cut out there because you was completely silent for me.
Oh.
You also probably didn't hear me talking about King Dice. The little mugs have some fight in them. I'll say that much to make mincemeat out of them depters. You see, I knew there was something special about those fellas. Well, don't be too sure just yet, boss. I think there's something fishy about those 2. Don't blow your wig, Dice. If those 2 little things try anything, I'll be waiting. Alright. That's where the fucking... I don't know if you've seen a meme where it's just like... It's King Dice, like... Bring your money, your bill, or no, whatever the fuck is a land that shows that you've owned the land or whatever. Bring your properties, bring your wives, we'll fuck them. Yes, we'll fuck your wives. I know it's a reference to something. I don't know what it is though.
It's Always Sunny? Maybe?
You're gonna need some tips. You want to key all these deadbeats. Start by mixing up your weaponry. Can't expect all your arms to look the same on every foe. Mix and match landlubbers. That's what I say. That's fine. I know what I'm doing, sweetheart. What is this, a pirate ship? Yes, it is a pirate ship.
Well, your high school, Zinker. Was your high school physical at all? Did you guys touch each other in any way?
A lot.
Okay.
That was kind of sad. I never liked hugs at first, but then I noticed that like the girl I liked. Oh, I know this fight. Everyone should know this fight if they ever played Cuphead, or if they ever heard about Cuphead. This is like the first thing they ever showed. I guess I gotta chase
It's Bluto.
Who?
Bluto.
Oh yeah. Well, remember when we talked about Popeye? I do.
Yeah.
This is like the original fight of.
Is this what the trailer / gameplay
this
like
is
videos
what
would
the 2014 video showed.
I see.
These guys right here. So this is like the original Cuphead thing. Like this is the actual original Cuphead thing. I don't think I'm gonna want chases. I don't know. I can't do chases for this. I gotta. I'll try spread. Anyhow, so like we was it the girl I liked to give hugs to people. So like I'm like, well, I want hugs from her. But I want hugs from her. So that's what I tried for. And so I started liking hugs and wanting people to hug me, just so she would hug me. And she still refused to hug me for a while, which was sad. Yeah, she hugged everyone but me.
See, I went through a weird phase where, in high school, like, I noticed people get sad or whatever, they want hugs. I was very against like hugs. I didn't like because my high school was very physical. But for a while I didn't really like it at all, and like I was annoyed by it. I kind of grew into it because like I just got used to people like just coming up or wanting hugs or coming up and hugging me or like running their fingers through my hair during calculus or just like touching my butt or like just like just like that. That's just how my high school was. So I ended up getting used to it, but hugs were included in that. I was very against hugs for a little while, and then like I just kind of like transitioned to like, all right, I guess I'm the person that, or if when people are sad, I will hug them to make them feel better. And I think most people felt special by it too, because people knew that I was that for a while that like I didn't like hugs, and they were like, oh shit, it's a Derek hug. I feel better now. I feel special.
It's a Derek hug. This is the real shit now.
I'm honored. So I had that power because I held that power by depriving people of something for so long that they felt they wanted it, and once they had it, they thought like this is amazing. And then once it became like subsidized, once it became
actual, I guess I'm not really.
Once it became common, I flooded the market with hugs, and people were just like, "This is just a Derek hug now."
Oh yeah.
This is like, I had that power for a while, and then they lost their luster for a little bit. But in college, it's been weird because like for the first like couple 2 or 3 years I've been in college, like I basically like never had physical contact with like anybody like the first 2 years here.
Right.
That's just because like I wasn't close enough with anybody really where like wasn't hugging anybody, because college
hugged no one once it came to college. It was sad.
Yeah.
I felt that. This is just like that girl used to make me feel.
And then once the other thing too with college is like, college wasn't high school. So everything I knew in high school of like this is fine. People will, because like I never initiated usually going up and like touching anybody in any way. People would just like come up and like do shit or like do shit to me or something like that, and I would just go along with it because I didn't care. But like once I was in college and like people weren't doing that, and I was confused for a bit. I was like, oh, I guess this is how things are. This is how normal people are.
Alright, I need that.
It was weird, and then like since I joined cosplay troupe, where people like to hug every so often, there are some people that like hugging and other stuff. It's been kind of weird because like I feel distant. I'm a very distant person usually. I don't usually get close with people.
Right.
So like. Oh, I was wondering why my screen was just getting darker. That's because he was making it dark.
He was actually making it darker.
But
was I really on phase 2? Did not feel like it. Felt like I was on phase 1. Alright, that's fine.
I feel like people in troop, some people in troop like hugging a lot though, and I feel bad because like I'm not good at it anymore. I'm not good at it anymore. I'm not good at it, and like it feels a little weird to me to like be hugging people from troop. So like I feel bad. I feel like I feel bad because like I feel like I'm almost offending people sometimes. I may have done that yesterday, where like I feel like I may have actually offended someone by like having like by basically giving like a shit or being like or like having like a shitty hug essentially.
Like a shitty hug.
So I may have actually offended someone. It was like it was like
someone. My hug was that bad.
It was like to be fair, I've been sick. To be fair, also 90% of the times when people have tried to hug me since I've been in college, I've been sick or like in a position where I don't feel like it's I feel like it's better for both of us if I don't hug them, because like I don't want to get them sick, but
That's
also
what I assume
like,
at all points for hugs. I think this is the this is the ink kraken who might hurt me with those black bullets. I don't know what
but
they do.
Yeah, I felt really bad last year because when I gave that girl I like the Voltron socks,
right?
Because like she really likes Voltron, and I had Voltron socks, and I like it. The
I
right thing to do. The right thing to do seemed to was very apparent to me, which was just give her the Voltron socks. So
God.
I did that in an e-board meeting, and I felt bad because like I was very sick when I did, and like. So I went over. I went up. Like when I walked in, I just walked. Like I don't think she saw me come in. I just walked like behind her, put the set the socks on the like table next to her, and walked away. And like it took her a second where like she looked down and she saw them and she's like, oh, and then she got like super excited.
Oh jeez.
But
alright, it's inky. It's inky
like,
in the ink machine. I died. What phase am I on there now?
Afterwards, I don't know. Afterwards though, she was like, wait, I want to like hug you or something. And I was like, I had to like make the conscious decision. I'm like, okay, but like I was sick and like I really I probably shouldn't have, but also like I wasn't really given the choice in the matter.
Eric,
so afterwards I felt bad because I was like she's probably gonna get sick from this.
Nah, you're fine, man. Anyhow,
I don't know if it was or not. I never found out.
Next time on Speletons time, everybody. Bye-bye.
And she was never heard from again.
And she was never heard. Bye-bye.